Hi YouTubers, Al on the case again. I'm going to show you how to do a common job around the home, checking the fuse in a plug. I'm going to check the fuse in this soldering iron here. Would say that it's gone, it's not working. So how do you check it easily? Well, it's fairly simple really. If I show you the plug up close, there you go, you can see there's our fuse sitting there, and this particular one's got a 3 amp fuse according to the drawing on there. So you can see the connections, the negative, the earth and the live, and there's the fuse sat in there. So I've left that on just to show you, exactly how and where the fuse sits in the plug. Okay, so we're going to take that off like so, and we're going to undo the front of the fuse. There's 2 cool grip screws there, left and right, and the main screw to undo the front of the plug. So we're going to undo the front of the plug with our main screwdriver. Okay, take that out. Through stuff like that. You should be able to pull the top straight off. Now, if you look there now, you'll see the 3 amp fuse. This is rated at 3 amp because it's very low power. It's a soldering iron. Now, there's 2 ways to check this fuse. Now, for me, I've always used a very cheap multi-test meter, and this is one of them, and you can get these for about £5. They're not very expensive. Any of these cheap shops that are around towns now, you'll see one of these test meters. You can get a digital one, but I prefer the analog one. Now basically it's fairly easy to check this fuse with one of these. In fact, this item is very good for checking a lot of electrical things, so for £5, well worth buying. On there you've got fairly settings for DC that side and AC current that side. Now you can check voltages up to 10, 50, 250, 1000 DC, and the same with the AC on the other side up to 1000 cc. Now one of the most important things though of all is to set out and check our fuse is to set this setting onto ohms. Can you see the red button is set to ohms here? Okay, now before we test your fuse, just check your test meter's working properly. You have your probe, one left in the negative, common there, okay, plugged in, and one probe plugged in the positive, which is that side there. That's our probes in. To make sure the meter's going first, just touch your probes together like so, and you should see the meter ride up like that. There you go. Okay, so we know the meter's working. So I'm going to test our fuse. Now bring your plug over here. Okay, we'll put. This is a bit all tricky for me with 2 hands to show you, but I want to be able to show you. And I'm going to put those on both sides of the fuse, and this should flick up if I can hold all of it together. We'll show you at the same time. Let's put it on the table there, shall we? That's it. I think you can see it from there, hopefully. Okay, one side of the fuse goes on there, and the other probe on that end, and see the meter fly up. If it flicks up, we know this fuse is okay and there's something else wrong with your appliance if it's not working. So with one tip of the probe on that end of the fuse and the other on that side, we should get a reading, and there we are, we have a reading. Okay, the other easy way of checking a fuse, if you haven't got one of these here test meters, is just to take the fuse out of the appliance and just try it in something else and see if it works. Make sure though it's rated the same as the fuse in the appliance you're going to test. So like this is a 3 amp, don't try it in something that's a 13 amp. Make sure that it's still a 3 amp that you try it in. So make sure that the power rating is the same before you test it, otherwise you'll just blow the fuse. So like if it was a standard lamp, this 3 amp fuse would work in a 3 amp standard lamp. If you're doing a kettle fuse, that's 13 amp. Obviously, you can try that fuse in something else that's 13 amp. So make sure the fuse rating is the same. Other than that, fairly simple and straightforward job checking a plug fuse. Okay, thanks very much for watching. Cheers, YouTubers. See you next time.